Stop all this beeping. Go ahead and engage the starter. Gotta wait for the ITT to be below. Oh, it is below 150. Above 13% NG, reintroduce the fuel. Alright, so now I can reload. Restart the FSEconomy flight. There we go. Tap number 2.
Test. Okay.
Auto. Trims on. Bring it up to flight idle. Turn the air conditioner on. And go into the flight plan. Top one just here. Enter. I'm going to change the zoom to 20 and I'll turn on terrain as well. Right, let's see, what weather am I looking at for the departure? 290 at 5 knots, 3006 or 1018. Better change this back into inches. 3006 is what I'm looking for. .006. Altitude is going to be 9,000. Alright, and 290. Which runway is best for that? 30. Go ahead and set a heading of 300. Is set. And release the parking brake. Taxi light coming on. Now, ground equipment. I'm gonna go ahead and turn left here. Funny, it's got edge lights, but they're in the center of the taxiway. Though I guess that's supposed to be gravel on the edges. I'm gonna head up this way and then I'll have to backtrack the whole way down runway 30. Go ahead and cycle the propeller. I'll turn on the strobe lights. So I'm going onto the runway. Flaps are set for takeoff. I'm going to turn on the pitot heat at the moment. Yeah, this time. I'm going down the runway so I can taxi a bit faster than the usual taxi speed. Slow down a little bit before commencing his turn here. Alright, and we're lined up on the runway. Bring the power up onto the prop governor. So on the prop governor I can bring the torque up to 100%. And stay on the center line as best I can. 80 knots, rotate. Get a flyby view of it. Should probably turn on the pulse lights. Right, 200 flaps are up. Now nav mode 124, flight level change. Engaged. Alright. Commencing this turn. About to go into cloud. OAT -9 degrees outside, so I'll turn on anti-icing. And I will leave the inertial separator on. I'm going to start selecting my approach now. Since it's such a short flight, bring up the weather for the destination. Wind 280 at 7. I'm going to go for RNF27 on the GPS. I'm coming from the west. That one will do. Go ahead and activate it. I'm going to fly through the clouds here. It's early morning in the simulator. Grab another flyby. $1,000 feet to go, 8,000 for 9,000. Yeah, I'm still in the tops of the clouds, so I'm going to leave all the anti-icing running. The first leg is going to be a short flight. increase the torque a little bit. Cruise at this altitude, normal cruise is 100% torque in this aircraft. I'm going to set it to about 94 and then watch it as the speed increases and make sure it doesn't climb up above 100. Looks like it'll be alright. Yeah, nice view along the wingtip there. Flying just above the tops of the clouds. A couple holes in the clouds where you can see the ground through there. As you can see, it's a pretty short flight. Not sure why the ETA is not showing. Okay. I'm just gonna remove it. Make things a little bit clearer, not having something hit that's just not working there. Let's see, how far do we have until top of descent? 7 minutes. I really like flying this aircraft from hot start. Good combination of speed and small aircraft short field landing performance, in my opinion, as well as the fact that they've made it effectively a study level aircraft within the general aviation world, so you don't have to go up to the jets if you prefer flying around in smaller aircraft. this is barometric pressure 3004 at the destination. Go ahead and set that now into anticipation of the arrival there. Still got 33 miles to go. Top of descent in about 20 miles, just coming into the screen there. Alright, coming up on top of descent in just under 2 minutes. Going to be descending down to 4,000 feet. Initially, to commence the approach, it'll be 4,000 until captured, and then flying down the glide slope from there. I don't see any high terrain around me on the map. Yeah, it's all fairly low. I don't have to be worried about terrain so much, but I will be flying in through cloud for part of it. But so far the cloud has only been a relatively thin layer.
Vertical track.
There you got the warning, the alert vertical track in 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and lower the altitude here and then engage VNAV. Let the aircraft fly down. Now this aircraft doesn't have auto throttle, so I'm going to have to manually reduce the power as we get to the top of descent point and as the aircraft starts actually pitching down, because I don't want to overspeed and either break the engine or break the plane. Vertical track, 1 knot. Go ahead and start reducing the power down to about 50% or so. I'll reduce it down to 40%. a little bit later on to slow down a little bit even further in the descent, but for now 50% will do. There we are, descending down through the clouds. You've got a couple little peaks at the ground there. It's a relatively thin cloud layer. Here we are. Be breaking out of the bottom of the cloud layer shortly. Your first glimpse of the airport down there as we fly pretty much overhead it, direct to our initial approach point. Interesting. Flying into some more cloud. Interesting how the simulator does that. The forecast is for 10 miles of visibility, or 10 plus miles. Overcast 3,800 feet. Alright. I'll be in cloud at 4,000. I'll be in cloud when I actually capture the glide slope. Picking up a tiny bit of icing, but hello Keys Photography. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good.
Vertical track.
$1,000 feet to go. 4,800 for 4,000. Interesting, despite active sky saying it'll be overcast at 3,800, we've already broken out of the bottom of the cloud. Oh, I'm sorry you're not doing so well. Just had a rough day at work, or? And then reduce the power back to 40% on the torque. 98% sure I have COVID but can't get tested for another day. Oh, that sucks. How come you can't get tested? Just too busy, or they won't test you yet? Need a few days of COVID looking needs to get tested. Oh yeah. Fair enough. Where I am, they test you for anything, any symptom, no matter how mild. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, hopefully you can get the test done tomorrow then, and hopefully they don't take too long to actually process the test and give you a result. At one point here, the processing took so long you actually had to wait about a week and a half to actually get your result. Since then, they've sped it up to give you the result in about an hour, though. Not an hour, sorry, 8 hours. Glide slope is alive. And 1 dot above, and gear coming out, and flaps to approach. Coughs, chills, and a headache. What's your roommate had it when we're hanging out? Yeah, fair enough. You'd think if you were that close to someone and they knew had it, then they'd be more quicker at giving you the test, but I want to set the torque at about 25% for the approach. Yeah, well, hopefully they give you a test tomorrow. I have to work for a while. Yeah, that is a bright side. Especially if they'll still pay you. If they don't pay you, then it's not as bright. You doubt it. Ah, that would be annoying. And flaps to full. Capitalism being what it is. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on quite what countries you live in and whatnot, and just how generous your bosses are feeling about that. At least if you got someone annoying at work, you don't have to deal with them for a couple of weeks. Yeah, rut and such, that sucks. Yep. Makes a bit of a challenge, doesn't it? Around 500 feet, I'll disengage the autopilot and hand fly it in. Yeah, well, I hope everything works out for you then. Probably will. Yeah. Life's never too easy, is it? The threshold, power to idle.
Airspeed.
And holding off.
Getting slow.
Interesting, it didn't do the prediction thing. Haha, thank you. That was one of my better landings. Not usually that good. It's interesting, the robot was supposed to start a landing prediction before I landed, but it didn't, so I'll have to start it manually next time. Alright, flaps coming up. Turn off pulse light and strobe light. Turn off the pitot heats. I'm going to taxi in here and then pick up the FSEconomy passengers. Alright, I'll catch you around. Thanks for stopping by.